Today's episode of the Mac Daddy Seminar is brought to you by Rowdy Beard Club. Listen, if you're trying to be a Mac Daddy this holiday season, you gotta be fresh. And if you want to keep that no-shave November beard all season long, look no further. Rowdy Beard Club is a locally owned company that provides all natural balm and beard oils for conditioning and keeping your mane looking majestic this holiday season at an affordable price. Use the promo code ROWDY30 at checkout to save an extra 30% right now. Head over to rowdybeards.com to check out their products now.
Go make yourself a drink and I'll be down in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Well, they say they're from out of town or whatever, we don't give a fuck. The deal is done, now the cake been baked. They need to come on with the drama, whatever they gonna do.
What is going on, Mac Daddy family? Yes, you are listening to the 5th installment of the Mac Daddy Seminar. As always, I'm your host, Taylor Dunn, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone that, is listening right now. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the holiday. This is the first episode that we are doing on the road. As most of you know, I am traveling right now with my family. We're on vacation, and I'm in Alabama right now, and it is cold as hell. I literally, we're from Gulfport, Mississippi, and you go 3 hours north and there's a 30-degree temperature drop. Now, it hasn't been all bad. Every day hasn't been sub-zero temperatures by any means, but it has been pretty cold. I don't like wearing jackets every day, but you got to or you'll freeze to death. But yeah, like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we got here Wednesday evening, and because my mother-in-law was doing so much cooking, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make you cook for us tonight. I figured I'd be nice, and I said, you know what, hey, we'll order pizza. So we called into Pizza Hut because I'm not going to Domino's, okay? Domino's has been ruined for me. I was somewhere where you order Domino's and they might as well have just thrown cheese and pepperoni on top of a cardboard box. I'm like, here, eat that. Because it was horrible. I think it was probably worse than that pizza in that episode of SpongeBob that Mr. Krabs just punches a bunch of Krabby Patties and it turns into a pizza. I feel like Domino's is worse than that now. I feel like that's how they make their pizza. They just punch a bunch of McDonald's cheeseburgers that have been sitting out for 3 days and gotten stale. And they're like, here's our pizza. It's terrible. I'd rather eat Little Caesars, honestly. It's that bad. But yeah, so we went to Pizza Hut. I ordered 3 large pepperonis. Nothing special about them. 3 large pepperoni pizzas. Anybody want to take a wild guess at how much that cost? This was carry out too. This wasn't delivery. There wasn't an upcharge because some guy named Jeff had to drive over here in his, Toyota Camry and bring it to us. No. We went and picked it up ourselves. 3 large pizzas from Pizza Hut. $49. $49. I was like, did y'all spill gold flakes or some shit on the pizza? I don't understand why it was so expensive. Did y'all milk the cows and churn how do you make cheese? Do you churn it? Is it like butter? Whatever. Anyway, did y'all make the cheese from scratch? Did you raise the pigs to make the pepperoni? Why is your pizza so expensive, Pizza Hut? But still, it was worth it. I would literally, if I was starving hungry and there was one slice of Pizza Hut pizza on the other side of an alligator-filled moat. And on the side with me, I had just an infinite amount of Domino's pizzas. I would use those Domino's pizzas to build a bridge to get over to that Pizza Hut slice. That's how much better it is. So yeah, we ate that, and it was good. And that was the cool part about buying so much pizza, because it was like the 5 of us and we shared it, and then we still had like a whole pizza left over. So I ate off of that for like 3 days, and it was delicious. But still, you know. So yeah, for Thanksgiving, got up early on Thanksgiving, and your boy was looking fresh. I don't know if any of y'all saw any of my Instagram pictures or anything like that over the weekend, but I looked like I stepped out of a Target men's clothing catalog. Boy, I was fresh as hell. I had the long sleeve shirt, like a navy blue with the buttons at the top, you know, and I had the off-color white flannel. I look like the sexiest lumberjack you've ever seen, son. I'm telling you. I felt fresh as hell. Had my dad's shoes on and shit. Got a stunt every once in a while. But yeah, so we went over to my mom's house, and my mom cooked everything. Like deviled eggs and ham and turkey and potato salad, green bean casserole, some corn casserole thing. It was good. And like, when it's Thanksgiving, I'm going to get a little bit of everything. I think one of the things I was thinking about was, as you get older, you're not as picky about your food. Like, you're like, oh, I'll try some of this, and everything is good. Like, when I was like 7 years old, I would have gotten like just a big scoop of potato salad, because that was what I knew would be good. I wouldn't try anything else. But now I'm getting a little bit of everything, except for ham, because your boy don't eat no ham at all. Seriously, I will not eat ham. Ham is the sweatiest tasting meat that there is. I'm pretty sure that if somebody that ate people, like a cannibal, was like, I know what meat tastes the closest to human beings, I would think he would say ham. Because it just tastes sweaty. You know? It's not good. I will not eat it. My wife tried to get me to try a piece of ham, and I gagged and spit it in the trash. I'm just not going to eat it. But as far as the rest of my food goes, I'm getting a big-ass plate that's so heavy. It's like, if it's a paper plate, it's going to be soggy on the bottom. And I'm going to literally just marinate it all in gravy. You know why? Because I want my food to be soup when I eat it. Give me a spoon. You know? I want it all to taste the exact same. Not all of it tastes the same, but I want to know what green bean casserole tastes like with a little bit of gravy on it. I want to know what these deviled eggs taste like with a little bit of gravy on it. That's how I'm going to do Thanksgiving. And I ate a huge plate. I was slam full. And then my stepdad gives me, he makes me a whiskey drink. And I drank that with my food. Literally felt like somebody shot me with a tranquilizer gun after we were done eating. I was just sitting on the couch, just, ooh. I felt like I was dying. But it was a good time, though. And everything was good. It was very quaint. There wasn't that many people there. You know, it was perfect because we all got to sit around the table and talk. And it was good, you know. And we left there. And mind you, I'm slam full. So we come back to where we're staying, and I had to take a nap because I felt like I was going to pass out and die. And I laid down for a little bit, and I took like a 30-minute little cat nap, and then got up, and guess what? It's time to eat again. So now I'm eating at my mother-in-law's house, and she cooked everything, and it was delicious, just like at my mom's house. But my mother-in-law had more desserts to pick from. She had some apple crumble, she calls it. It's like apple pie. Really good. And then some coconut cake. Oh my God. Son, I cut a big ass piece of this coconut cake, and I had some of that apple crumble after eating another huge plate of food that was marinated in gravy. And I ate all of that, and I'm sitting there on the couch trying to watch The Equalizer, and I'm pretty sure my heart stopped beating for a little bit just because of all the food. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, Thanksgiving went good. Nobody got in an argument. Nobody fought with each other. You know, and I always hear about like people's families getting into it on Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And I don't understand it. Like why get together, especially if you haven't seen each other in a long time, and argue with one another? You know, like, can we not just put all of our argument, like if you're angry at somebody, don't come. Do something else for Thanksgiving. You know, go to Walmart and get a pack of turkey and make you a big ass sandwich. You know what I mean? Eat that. But don't come around a bunch of family members and cause a problem, make a scene. Because that's rude. You know? Nobody want to see that. But yeah. So Thanksgiving went great. Nobody got in an argument with each other. Your boy looked fresh all day long. It was a good time. I'm glad that we were here for Thanksgiving this year. But then, as everyone knows, the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday. Okay? Now, it's been going on for a long, long time. Black Friday has always been the number one shopping day of the year. And they've been doing this for a couple of years, so I know it's not a new thing. But they start Black Friday shopping at like 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. What? So you mean to tell me that you get around your family and you talk about what you're thankful for, a few hours later, after you are literally just gluttoned out with food, you will get into a fist fight with someone at a Target for a damn coffee maker? I think people honestly look forward to Black Friday because they know they can get in a fight with somebody and not get in that much trouble over a goddamn TV. You know? Every Black Friday, you see all these videos on Facebook and stuff like that of people beating the shit out of each other over stuff that's really not even that marked down on price. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so we went out for a little bit on Black Friday, and we weren't at no doorbuster. I'm not doing that. Not with a family. Not with a wife and a 3-year-old, you know? But yeah, we didn't go to any doorbusters, so we wait until like 10 a.m. once the angry mobs have died down in all the places to shop. And I was walking around. There was still plenty of stuff laying around, but I'm just like, this stuff isn't on the shelves normally. It's all like cheap off-brand stuff. Like, for example, I saw a mouse with a mouse pad. It was like a wireless mouse. It was $17. And I was like, I've never seen them sell this before. You know why that is? Because they don't put it out at any time other than Black Friday, and then they put a $17 price tag on it to make you believe that it's been marked down in price. Oh my goodness! You know? Everything. Like, it's like this shit's not even on sale, and you're beating up people for it. You know? The best deal I've ever gotten on a Black Friday, I went to a thrift store and I bought a couch one time for $20. That was back when I was in high school, and I had this, my room was in the basement of the house, so I tried to turn it into my own little apartment, and I bought a little mini, just a nasty-ass green love seat for $20, and I loved that thing. When me and my wife got married, I did not want to get rid of that. But she wanted to, so we did. It's whatever. I could buy 50 of those couches now. Cha-ching! I'm just fucking around. But yeah. But yeah, I don't get why people will... it just doesn't make sense to me, you know? Like, it's just something to do. People will go away from their families. Their families are still eating. They're like, all right, we got to get going. So they eat a plate of food real fast, and then they run to go shopping. It's like, come on, man. We're sitting around. We're having a good time. You know? I don't get it, man. But yeah. Also, on Black Friday, my daughter is about to turn 3, and we are going to be in Disney World on her birthday. And my mom wanted to throw her a birthday party. So we're like, okay. So we did it on Black Friday. And I asked my mom, all right, so what do you want to do? And she's like, well, I want to give her a piñata. And I was like, okay. So me trying to be progressive, I was like, if you get her a piñata, please don't get her any characters that she doesn't want to watch somebody murder in the backyard. Don't get Everest from Paw Patrol. For all my parents out there, you know exactly who I'm talking about because you've watched 75 million hours of Paw Patrol. Don't get Minnie Mouse because my daughter's not going to want someone to hit Minnie Mouse with a stick until she explodes. Okay? So I just told my mom, I was like, look, you can get her piñata, but just don't get her any, like, characters or anything because she's not going to want us to hit it. So fast forward, now we're at the birthday party, and we go into the backyard for the piñata. Okay? So we put my daughter down. So, you know, because it's her birthday, and we're going to let her get the first couple of swings. She doesn't want to hit the piñata, right? She's only 3. And, you know, I guess she was afraid to break it or something, but she didn't want to hit it, okay? So we let some more of the other little kids hit it, and some of them whacked it pretty hard. And I was like, okay, you know, let's go ahead and break this thing open. So all of my entire family is all gathered around there like, come on, Daddy, why don't you hit it? And I'm like, well, all right. And I was like, do you want me to just kind of play around and give somebody else to turn, or do you want me to whack this thing open? Like, all confident and shit, right? And they're like, just go ahead and tear it open. So I take this fancy little stick, and I line up with this piñata, which it was like this rainbow-colored star piñata, so props to my mom for not getting a character or anything like that. And I, you know, stand there next to it like I'm over home plate in the 9th inning versus the Red Sox. And I lean back and I step in and I swing on this piñata and hit it as hard as I can. And it doesn't bust open. Like, I posted some pictures on my Facebook and stuff like that. It's literally, it shows my reaction to that thing not busting open after hitting it as hard as I could. I was like, is this thing made out of goddamn Vibranium? You know that material that they had in Black Panther? That was like the strongest substance on earth. Yeah, is that piñata? Is it a Vibranium piñata? I don't get why. I was like, will somebody give me a goddamn sword or a chainsaw to break this thing open? I hit it 2 more times as hard as I could. It would not bust open. And then finally, the last time, I was like, you know what? I'm opening this piñata. And I pretty much swung like I was trying to chop down a tree in one swing. Just, bap! Swung all the way around the basketball goal that my mom hung it up from, and a little corner of it opened up. And we start playing with it, you know, looking at it to figure out why this Vibranium piñata was so difficult to bust open, and it was made out of cardboard. I guess the people at Domino's made it because it was made of the same material that they make their pizza out of. So, yeah. But yeah, other than that piñata, I was sweating after trying to get that thing open. After that, we went inside. We had cake. It was really, really cute. My daughter opened her presents and whatnot, and we left. Came back home. And I played Red Dead Redemption until the wee hours of the morning because I'm on vacation, and that's what I want to do. But yeah. So then, wake up on Saturday morning, and if you're from the South, especially from Alabama, you know that the last Saturday in the month of November, usually right after Thanksgiving, is the Iron Bowl. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Iron Bowl is the last regular game of the season for the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. I'm an Auburn fan. In Alabama, you're either one of two things. You're either an Alabama fan or you're an Auburn fan, right? Alabama is an insanely good football team. They have been for many, many years now. And I knew coming into this game that the chances of us winning were slim to none. Like, I had a better chance of not buying a lottery ticket and winning the lottery than Auburn somehow pulling off a win in this game. All I hoped for is that it would be kind of entertaining, you know, because if Alabama beat Auburn 55-0, I wouldn't have even watched it. It wouldn't have been. I'm not going to watch somebody beat the shit out of somebody, even if it's Auburn. If they're beating somebody 55-0, I'm not going to watch the next quarter of the game. It's over, you know. I should have watched the Texas A&M LSU game. That was the game to watch because the Auburn game was pretty much over like a couple of minutes into the third quarter. It looked good up until, like, it was a pretty entertaining game during the first half, and then after that, it just kind of went downhill. I mean, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Let's put it like that. So, in that sense, I'm not upset. I'm just upset at the overall season. You know, I was going to go to a Texas A&M game this year. I was going to go watch Auburn play them, but I was like, you know what? After losing to Tennessee, nah. I'm just going to save that money because I'm not going to pay $200 to watch my team lose. You know? Why would I do that? If they lose and it's a good game and they lose by like a field goal or just a touchdown, that I'm okay with. My first Auburn game I ever went to the Iron Bowl in 2009. That was a great game. We only lost by 5 points. Perfect game. Wasn't upset. But I'm not going to go and watch them get blown out. Which they ended up not losing to Texas A&M. So I guess, that's shame on me for not buying those tickets. But the week before they did lose to Tennessee. And, yeah. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah. Tua Tagovailoa, or however you say it, Alabama's quarterback, number 13, he's going to win the Heisman. I'm willing to bet anything on it. Like, the whole Alabama team this is the most dominating Alabama football team I've ever seen. Every single thing that they're doing is immaculate. Every player knows exactly what he's doing every single time the ball snaps. But yeah, I should have watched that LSU Texas A&M game. Going into 7 overtimes. 7. For Texas A&M to win the game. That's unbelievable. I feel bad for LSU, though, because that's it for them. I mean, that's why they need to move to a more team playoff, honestly. Just do the top 8 for a playoff, Get rid of some of these regular season games. Okay, Alabama's playing the Citadel. I wonder how that's going to go, considering I've never even heard of the Citadel. Auburn's playing Liberty? I wonder how that will go. Oh, the tickets for this game are $14 to sit at the 50? No. Take that one out. Play all of your regular season games, all of your big matchup games, and then if they make it to a playoff, make them do the playoff. Don't just do a 4-team playoff, because guess what? If Alabama had lost this past weekend, let's say Auburn had managed to beat them, they would have dropped to maybe number 3. And then Georgia would be at number 4 because Michigan lost. So you have Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, Georgia. Alabama and Georgia have to play each other for the SEC game. So the only way Alabama, after one loss, doesn't make it to the playoff is if Georgia beats them. They have to lose 2 games. Well then, now that Alabama hasn't lost, and they're still number 1, Georgia and Alabama will play for the SEC title game, and Georgia could still beat them, and Alabama will probably still be in the playoff. They'll be at number 4. I'm not going to get into it anymore with football. I've talked about it too much, okay? It is what it is. Alabama's going to win it. And that's coming from an Auburn fan. As much as I would hate to see Alabama win another national title again, that's what's going to happen. They're going to win a national championship. Unless Georgia is the only team that will stop them. If Georgia loses to Alabama, they are going to win it all. That's it. Tua is definitely going to win the Heisman. So if you are betting on another player to win the Heisman this year, you need to go ahead and get your money while you can, because he is going to win it. Anyway, all right, I'm done talking about football. What else? Oh, yeah, so let's talk about the meme of the week. Last week, we talked about that neck meme. which is still going around. And this week, look, the meme of the week isn't necessarily the funniest thing I've seen all week, but it's just something that I keep seeing that for some reason people find it amusing. And that is, they did surgery on a grape. That's what we're going to talk about this week. I don't get what's funny about this surgery on a grape deal. Okay? I keep seeing it on my Facebook and stuff like that. Is it kind of like the moth meme? Like, it's not really that funny. It's just how stupid it is, and that's what makes it funny. If someone wants to explain that to me, please do. Because I've yet to figure out what's funny about them doing surgery on a grape. Like, the stuff that people find funny now is amazing to me. You know? Like, I can sit there and make a meme for 5 minutes on my phone, post it, and get 16,000 shares. Off of a meme, off of something stupid. But I can work on a video or a podcast or write a 30-minute set for, you know, a comedy set and post the entire video, and I might get 4 views because it's like people don't have time for it. You know, the stuff people find is amusing now is ridiculous. But yeah, that's about it, to be honest with you. That's about it for this week. Once again, I appreciate everyone for listening. This upcoming week is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be in Disney World with my family. So obviously I'm not going to be recording an episode while I'm waiting in line for, you know, Magic Mountain or some shit like that. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'm probably just going to post next week's episode like Friday of this week. So you'll get 2 episodes this week, but you won't get one next week. But once again, I appreciate everybody listening. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. It's all the same. It's at TAYLORDUNN____. All one big long word. So once again, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to the Mac Daddy Seminar, and I will see you next week. Today's episode of the Mac Daddy Seminar is brought to you by Rowdy Beard Club. Listen, if you're trying to be a Mac Daddy this holiday season, you got to be fresh. And if you want to keep that no-shave November beard all season long, look no further. Rowdy Beard Club is a locally owned company that provides all natural balm and beard oils for conditioning and keeping your mane looking majestic this holiday season at an affordable price. Use the promo code ROWDY30 at checkout to save an extra 30% right now. Head over to rowdybeards.com to check out their products now.